Good morning, everyone. I'm Edna Sensei. Welcome to the Konko mission of Wahiawa. We will now begin our monthly memorial service. Please join us in prayer. Thank you. Ichido hairi. Mediation prayer, page 2. Mediation prayer. Let us seek the sacred mediation of becoming Konko sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. May we receive the mediation anew with all our heart and soul on this very moment. Ikigami Konko Raijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Raijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Raijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Raijin Sama. Purification prayer. Through the way of mediation, may our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our divine parent. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance of our divine favor. We apologize for all our shortcomings and hindrances from past generations. Guide us amend our way of living to reflect your divine will with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always one with you. Kami prayer. Reverently we pray. The riches of heaven, the riches of earth, thunderous galaxies, years past without end. In heaven and earth, the life that measures all. In heaven and earth, the truth that orders all. For this wondrous form, for these wondrous works, let us pray the divine Kami. Let us pray the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as the divine parent, to live in Kami's numerous blessings is to take the way. Yet many not knowing the way are lost in great selfishness. They suffer psychological misfortunes, greatly Kami's sorrow. Our Kami Father, Konko Daijin, suffered many in this world, when our thoughts with faith and sincerity. Receive Kami's great blessing, and grant a life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray. Divine Parents, with gracious self-fulfilled, Konko Daijin accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By making taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth, and leading out the coming of night. By night pray for those who grieve, seeking salvation for all who suffered, and even at the dawning of day. Though years passed and the world changed, he did not waver from his task, the divine task of mediation. Thus was witnessed as the Christ, the guiding principle of our daily life. The divine will was thus renewed, and let us go universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of the Konko. By this wondrous revelation, we are given much of the way, through all hardships of this world, to take in body and soul the way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to come. Without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far, the way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For being aware of my favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pray to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in our divine favor. Let us care for those who came and guide them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to life or purpose. Kami is fulfilling us. We are fulfilling Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so we earnestly pray.
To the mediation message to the monthly renewal service. In the presence of Kami Konko Identity Kani no Kami, on behalf of Konko Mission Wahiawa, I ask you young, reverently stay for in prayer. We are gathered here for the monthly renewal service on this day, October 25, 2020. The unprecedented set of coronavirus pandemic seems to keep on imposing greater restrictions to our daily life for several months. Holding this service through the internet live streaming, this service we seek to honor and extend our sincere gratitude for the blessings we have enjoyed thus far, and pray for the eternal spirit of the people who have ever connected to this church. At Edna Sensei Wahiawa, I feel honored to serve this faith community for 43 years, along with my wife, Rico, and our children. After succeeding the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi, who founded this church, Advanced Church Konko Mission Home in 1940. But with all the blessings through the blessed presence of this church and the righteous line of divine mediation. In the action of the Konko pure faith, we have received their blessings from the time of our ancestors and to our descendants. We receive blessings for living and even after we pass away. In memory and respect to our deceased ministers, family members, and friends, we pray that Konko Line, Kenji Kai no Kami, enable the Dhamma spirit to be fulfilled and at peace. This year, we have commemorated 80th year of cooperation with this church. Thank you for any elements of blessing that made it possible for us to be able to appreciate the operation of this church in this day. It has been possible through the divine guidance and support of all the people who have been connected to this church and Mitama Spirit. We sincerely ask our divine purity, Konko Line, and Mitama Spirit continue to support us in pursuit of the people according to Konko principle. Please let us help each other and guide people who live life in suffering. Through the virtue of Konko, the identity kind of cut. It will be known to people that we continue to extend our prayers for places throughout the world that are experiencing hardship due to natural justice, crime, poverty, famine, poor governance, and pollution, and other elements. I pray that coronavirus pandemic will end as soon as possible, and we will be able to regain a normal life we take for granted. Dear Divine Parent, Tenchi Kaino Kan, please allow us to be service to you in helping others. Our utmost special thanks for the blessings we'll be able to enjoy. In this service, we pray that the blessing to this service is granted one and all.
Yeah. 有还有。Recitation of Tenchi Kakitsuki, page 6.
極本校大人天地神の神真理であり、おかげは我が心にあり、今月今日でとのめ。Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to them always, now and forever, on this very day we pray. 神の神真理であり、おかげは我が心にあり、今月今日でとのめ。Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to them always, now and forever, on this very day we pray.
Adoration prayer, page 7. We lift our eyes and awe toward heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes and awe toward heaven soaring above. We bow our heads in prayer toward outstretched and deep. Laying amid such gifts of Kami's great giving, how happy and grateful we are. The mediation of the Konko Gaijin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the divine parent embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limit through all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we praise the virtues of Kami. We honor the power of Kami. Shintoku Sanji, page 29.
青い松連馬天高く青い松連馬天高く愚かみ松連馬地は厚し神の恵みに生かされる身の
いはいぞありがたき我が生き神の本当に過ぎる時も隠る時のなく地の神の恩守りとはき近きの隔てなし神に尽くしみはよろずやにあまねく満ちて果てしなく感計らいは美しくて人の思いと呼ばざる我ら今月今日やり祭りてひたすらに神の御影をたたえますらん神の比例を仰ぎますらん。一度はいい礼。一度はいい礼。Nitama Prayer, page 12. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you are given the gift of life in this vast and endless universe. You discharge the duties faithfully, each according to your span of years. You will be remembered eternally. Your life will flow from generation to generation, honored as the foundation of our society, the roots of our families. Through the mysterious workings of family, you enter the Konko of faith. We walk the way of Konko, respecting the will of your divine parent. We are masked greatness through your faith to take the world beyond and live to your descendants. Our gratitude is boundless for your loving favors. We dearly as the ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you to stand by us, each and every one. Receive the favor of Kami and help us fulfill our tasks as people with a feeling. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we may hand it down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. 祈祷敬礼。
Monthly Innocent Sensei prayer. Yamita last week, the founding minister of Konko Wahiawa, the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi, the Reverend Pastor and Miyazaki of Konko Church Omamaki, the Reverend Masayuki Kikoda, Reverend Masayuki Yoshi of Konko Mission Group, the Reverend Mijio and Toshi Kosaka of Konko Church of Kawashi, and Midama Street, the people who have ever been guided and connected to the Konko Mission Wahiawa and departed in the month of October. 作活動の御霊の神、勇む徳持の御霊の神、ひろみ石井の御霊の神、フランシス 吉地諏訪の御霊の神、アスコリン・ウェバの御霊の神、ヘンリー・吉一・上原の御霊の神、静江・山本の御霊の神、和義・平見の御霊の神、万吉・広田の御霊の神、与直・武志・桂の御霊の神、ジャネ・君へ・ファガー御霊の神、フィリス・久代・玉林の御霊の神、産後・シム御霊の神。With deepest reverence, we are gathered here today on October 25, 2020, in observance of the monthly funeral service, the renewed remembrance, honor, appreciation, and praise of those who came before us and became the foundations of this land. On behalf of the Konko Mission Wahiawa, I ask you now, pray the following prayer. Dear Dhamma Spirit, each of us has been born into this world through the grace of love, Tenchi, Dainokan, a divine universe. From the moment of conception and throughout our lives, we have been enabled to sustain our lives. In listeners, Tenchi, Dainokan, a divine parent. We will return to the future food upon departing from our physical existence. Our founder Konko stated, those who are living between heaven and earth are blessed to Henchi Kaino Kami. Even after death, we shall also receive the blessing of Henchi Kaino Kami. Whether we are living or dead, we must remember that heaven and earth will be our home. As the Konko line showed us, the very blessed in life and death. As always remember that our divine good throughout the same time and space. Our Father Konko line related. They are right that the sun is a divine blessing. The rain that falls is a divine blessing as well. All humans are ours to live in the midst of divine blessings. People are born with divine blessings, live with divine blessings, and die with divine blessings. Every time I speak, reverently acknowledge through the virtue we gave Konko like Kenji Kaino Kan, as on all the Mitama tweet, and never bless life. Study Konko Peace. The diligence and sincerity in pursuit of Konko Laishin enable you to understand and appreciate the way Konko is through the work of divine mediation in Konko Laishin. We have our humble respect and sincere blessing the work of the divine spirit. The deepest appreciation. We are gathered here to remember the appreciation of your work and contribution to our past and present. Please accept the many offerings placed before you and sincere presence of all, as token of our sincere thanks for your presence in our lives. We extend our prayers thanks for your spiritual work as you help, guide, protect, and help us in time of need. We extend our deep appreciation and heart gratitude enable us to worship the Holy Church for the last 80 years. This good that we pass through if not for you. We pray that through your virtue and Dhamma the Konko peace will be passed on from generation to generation, and the true blessings on our faith will be realized by many. Thank you again, and all you do.
No. 一个配音。 Sensanji, page 36.
祖先さん類音の親は我が家の神我が神と心尽くしていつき祭らな心尽くしていつき祭らなと時に親の神たちよ海の子のために家の柱を沈めたてたまい初子のために世のなりわいを守り作り世の家の境にましませども見美しみの御心を映し世に変わる君玉のまさき草木はえたまいくしみ玉の不思議に恵みたまいて志は牧の柱のなくなりはいは結ぶつらめのゆるびなくま心清らに励み努めしめたまいおからやからやわらぎあいていにけにうらやすく楽しましめたまいついに移し世のことを得て神の御門に参らん時には必ずしも迎え取りの舞い美しみをおらしめたまわんものと神の実りの絶えなるおかしこみかたじけなみみ親の恵みのおぼろげならぬはうれしみ喜び申すことを見心もすずやかにきこしめしたまえと申すあなくしみのみ親のみ霊あなくしみのみ親のみ霊あなとのみ親の神あなみ親の神
一応拝礼Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our monthly memorial service in honor and appreciation of our beloved people who have passed away before. Today's sermon will be done by Reverend David Yano, my brother. But before that, I have a tiny little sermon to share with you today. Do you like Las Vegas? I have never been to Las Vegas before. And I believe people love Las Vegas because there's a lot of shows to watch, and they love to gamble, and they like to win. And people have come back. And it's fun to win things. And I love winning things too, but I rarely do win anything every time there's like contest or anything. So I want to talk about a few weeks ago. I had to join an online conference. It was usually it's an in-person thing, and we gather at like a hotel, and then a hotel with that hall, and we have this conference for like the whole day. But this was broken up into 3 days, a few hours a day, from like 2 to 5 o'clock, and we had to join online for that. It was a Zoom experience, and it was interesting. I learned a lot of new things on. And at the end of each session, there is a prize drawing. This is an incentive to keep people in the conference till the end of each session, right? And it's a really nice prize because there's 4 winners that can win $50 gift card of your choice, and then there's 2 winners that can win a $100 gift card of your choice. And on the 3rd day, the last day of the conference, there's also, of course, the 4 and 2. Yet there's 1 grand prize of $250 of a gift card of your choice. And I was like, oh, I really want to win. I don't care which one I win. I want to win one of them. I don't care if it's the $50. I want to win. And every time, the first day I attended the conference from 2 to 5 p.m. But for some reason, some miscommunication, I didn't know which Zoom address to log on to. So I missed the prize drawing thingy. And you have to be present in order to win. And so I texted the administrator and I said, I couldn't log into the prize drawing site. I'm so sorry, the drawing is over and you have to be present to win. And I was like, nah, missed opportunity 1, day 1. And I had to really sit in the chair for 2 to 5 p.m. and my butt was getting sore. And if I win something, then I'll be like, my butt pain will go away. But anyways, day 2, I stayed till the end, 5 o'clock p.m. and it was the drawing. Well, it was actually, that Wheel of Fortune on one of the tags, and then it was spinning, and then it was for a $100 gift card, and then it landed on my name. It landed on my wheel. Yet that computer chose a different person's name. And I was like, what? No! My name was clearly on there. Why? Like the feeling of like, that could have been mine. But I didn't want to argue. I didn't want to call the administrator and say, hey, my name was landed on my name that's supposed to be mine. But I didn't want to do that. I was like, whatever. Things anyways, it doesn't matter. And on the 3rd day, which was a Sunday, I did otodoke. So I came into the church and I told Sensei, Sensei, today is the 3rd day of the oncology nursing conference. And after every conference, there is this prize drawing. And there's either a $50 gift card, a $100 gift card, or a $250 gift card. I want to win one of them. And I was like, please, I want to win one of them. I don't care which one I win, I want to win one of them. And I also said, if I win one of these gift cards, I will give half of my prize winnings to my husband, Clayton.
It's kind of like a bargain, yeah, to Kami-sama. Well, I didn't think I'd win anyway, so I just, whatever. But I just put it out there, you know, let Kami-sama listen to my prayers. I just did that. And that morning, a microwave came in. I ordered a microwave for my parents because the old one we had was getting broken and it was making strange noises. So that costed under $100, and it just arrived on a Sunday morning. And I was like, okay, cool, because it's supposed to arrive on Monday. And so I attended a conference till 5 p.m. I was like, okay, I'm in the drawing. And the wind is spinning. So the people for the $50 gift card, they won already. And then, you know, some people weren't present to win, so they had to spin again. And I was like, oh, please call my name. Ah, I didn't call my name. And the $100 gift card came out. I was like, please win. Call my name. Ah, I didn't call my name. But that person wasn't present to win. So they said, okay, we're going to spin another time. So they spin it again. I was like, call my name. Edna Matsuoko. I finally won $100 Amazon gift card. So, oh man, I was really happy because, you know, I usually don't win these things, and I won. And as promised, I gave half to my husband. And I came back into the Hiromai and I did Otoroki to Sensei, and I said, you know what, I just won $100 gift card, yay! You know, and I believe it's because I did Otoroki to Kami-sama. And you might think, Otoroki every time to Kami-sama, then I'm going to win every single time. Well, I'm not sure. It all depends upon your heart, I get it. It's all depending upon the forces of nature and everything. Everything's a factor to this. But what I can tell you this is everything, every action or inaction leads to this moment in time. So really, if I didn't, those extra minutes I did Otoroki, if I didn't do that, it's going to contribute to my future, right? It's going to contribute to the exact time I log in to the computer. It's going to contribute to the exact time I log on to Zoom. And it's going to contribute to the exact time that they take my name and place it into the prize drawing wheel. And it all contributes. Every second of every day, what you do or what you don't do, it contributes to the future. So within that time I did Otoroki, it all lined up and it led to the moment that I won. So if I didn't do Otoroki, I don't think I would have won. Because really, it just mattered. Just a little few minutes and seconds of your time that you do or don't do something matters. So what I want to say is mindfully go about your day, and that leads to good things happening in your life. And plan your day. Plan your day from the beginning. When you wake up in the morning, how you want your day to pan out. Don't just wake up, look at your cell phone, play games, and have no expectation of what you want your day to look like. Have that, hold like a plan, how you want your day to pan out. And I'm sure it's going to pan out just the way you wanted it to, or your plan. And through Kami-sama, you have to pray through Kami-sama and have Kami-sama bless every moment of your life. And again, when your day ends, please thank Kami-sama again that your day ended well. So anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to share with you today. It kind of turned long. No longer mini sermon, sorry, but now my brother David Sensei is going to speak to me.
good morning. Thank you for coming to today's monthly service. Again, I think my sermon is gonna be the mini sermon. Will be much shorter than what she was talking. So I know Edna likes to talk about typically for the most part. So I guess recently, I always talk about experiences in life and death, and how practicing faith every day is important. Kami-sama teaches us in our dreams, I guess gives us messages in our dreams. And recently, I had a dream of myself in my pajamas, which is basically shorts and a t-shirt. And I was sitting in the mitama side, on this side of the hiromai. And there were like a few members in here, and no matter how much I say hi or whatever, it's like they cannot see me. So basically, I thought maybe I'm dead at that time, or maybe it's a reminder of how we shouldn't ignore our mitama spirits. Maybe that's how they feel when we don't acknowledge them. And today is the monthly memorial service, so I thought, oh, that's kind of sad if they don't even say anything to you, no matter how much you say hi to them. It's like they just kind of like look to the side, and it's like they just continue on with their daily life. So I thought maybe that's what Kami-sama was trying to relay to me, to tell everyone to kind of acknowledge your ancestors or whoever deceased, whoever had passed away that was important in your life, to kind of remember them, because they are there. And Kami-sama told us that, you know, they live on through our memories by not forgetting about them. So that's what I felt in that dream. Either that or I'm dead in that dream as well. And maybe I died in my sleep or something because I was in my pajamas. The other thing is that for me, myself, a lot of times experience, whether good or bad, whatever choices I make in life, they are teaching me lessons in faith. I think they'll help me, they'll help anybody basically, is whether you realize that as a teaching from Kami-sama for your future. Kami-sama always says, Konko-sama told us to always look forward to the future. The choices I'm making right now, the experiences I've had till this day, have helped me develop my faith. But a lot of the things is the teachings that we hear that makes us realize that Kami-sama is really out there. There was one time, it's an experience that I had. When I went to the beach after work, maybe it was like 7 years ago, when I started body surfing. So I went to work, I had work, next morning I went straight to the beach to go body surfing. And that was the first time I caught a really good wave body surfing. And I didn't know the water was deep, I didn't know the tide was coming up. And that morning, I was in the deep end of the ocean, and I thought, oh, it was good. So I swam back out again, and then when I swam back out, I know my feet couldn't touch the ground, and I felt the water was like blue, and I was like, okay, it's good. I was waiting in the water, and all of a sudden, I just felt like a black, like I was my heart was starting to beat fast, and I was trying to relax, like by floating on my back. But it was like, no, I'm not, this is not good. So, you know, I was by myself, and I was on the far end of the beach, by myself in the deeper water. And there are lifeguards at that beach. But for some reason, that day, I thought, oh, maybe it's not good right now. It's not a good thing that I'm feeling right now. And I thought, maybe I might drown today. So I looked towards the beach, I waved my hands in the air. There was like nobody. Even the lifeguards couldn't see me. I really was waving in the air. to have them help me, because I thought today I'm gonna drown, like for real. I thought I was gonna drown because I could feel the blackness kind of like creeping in, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna just sink under the water and then I'm gonna die. So I thought, okay, Konko-sama, I think I'm gonna die. And I thought, okay, I got most of the things squared away, and I thought, I was like, okay, whatever, this is the end, and this is how it ends. This is how it ends. And then during that time, there was, I guess, 2 surfers that just happened to come where I was at. Like, they just happened to come where I was at. Everybody else was like way far away. And for some reason they came and they said, "You doing okay or what?" And I said, "No, I need to use your surfboard to get back inside." So they let me ride their surfboard. I like lay down and then just rode all the way to shore. And then when I went to shore, I couldn't stand up. Like I really couldn't stand up. I crawled onto the beach and I just lied there for a little while to, I guess, regain my consciousness and yeah, to be able to go back home again. Although I did feel crappy when I got home. It was probably because I was dehydrated, going to the beach, which I probably shouldn't have done, but I was a little younger back then, 7 years ago. So I had a lot more energy and I really didn't think much of it. When that happened, I guess when the surfers came by to help me, it reminded me of a teaching. I don't know if it's a teaching. It's something that I've heard from the ministers in Japan, where there was an old lady, Edna probably heard of it. There was an old lady on the roof of a house because there was, I guess, the water levels are rising. There was like a flood. And that old lady, I don't remember it super clearly, but the old lady was a believer in Kami-sama and prayed hard and said, Kami-sama is going to help me, like God is going to help me survive this flood. So I guess there was somebody that came by on a boat, I think firefighter or whatever, came on a boat, came by to help her and said, "Get on board, we're gonna help you." And she says, no, I'm praying to Kami-sama. Kami-sama is gonna help me. And then another time came, where people tried to help her, and she says, Kami-sama is gonna help me. I'm praying really hard, kind of thing. But she ends up dying. And that lady, I believe, asked Kami-sama, "I prayed so hard, why did you let me die?" And I think the answer was, "I came by 3 times to help you in the form of people to help you. You denied every single one of those times." And that was the lesson where Kami-sama uses people to help other people, kind of thing. So that's what I thought when I got back onto the beach, when the surfers helped me during that time. But that was the most closest I think I felt I was gonna die, like really, I'm gonna drown. And yeah, so I try to remember that all the time now, especially when I go to the beach or when I'm doing anything. I just feel that experience and practicing faith, practicing the teachings, reminding yourself about Kami-sama every day is important to help us live our life, to be able to appreciate life, and to help us live better, basically. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say today. Thank you very much.
morning. Thank you for joining the service. Thank you for your speeches. Both spoke 10 minutes. While listening to Edna Sensei's speech, I remember some church members go to Las Vegas every year. In the past, in today, they go to Las Vegas, and some of them say, if I got a jackpot, I will all of winning money to come to an orphan. But whenever they come to church and say, I'm going to Las Vegas, I say one message. Being able to go to Las Vegas is a prize from Kami-sama. It's a very best state of blessedness. In good health, some financial money, financial stability, they can go. If they have no money, no way to go to. If they are sick, they can go to there. So being able to attend Las Vegas alone is a very prized status. So even Edna Sensei being able to report to the office every 3 days a week is a very blessed moment, status of being blessed. So there could be no better vessel than being able to work at the hospital and being able to help people. And as whenever when I see Edna Sensei working in the hospital, she works as Konko believer, engaged in nursing services. This is my impression. So the Kami-sama respond to her services from moment to moment. So being able to work as a Konko believer, helping people as a nurse can be the most blessed moment in her life. Maybe Kami-sama gave that blessing to her. Listening to David's speech, I remember we only have been receiving Kami-sama's message from various venues, in dreams and speeches, and some other people talk, people, babies crying. That can be Kami-sama's message, but it depends on our heart. If we receive, we can see message extended from Kami-sama. So, and we die eventually. If we keep on living 200, 500, it can be devastating for the environment. We die, that can be the blessing that people to be born. Konko-sama said the lowest blessing we can ever receive. So, as human being enjoying longevity means people remembering people because the good deeds or kindness they extended, their good thoughts, caring thoughts. Extend those loving thoughts to people. People do not care about remembrance. So some people in Japan say death can be the moment of how people live. So we should be mindful of this every single day. After we die, we cannot say, oh, no. It's too late. Every single day, we're going to contribute how people respond to us after we die. Anyway, I want to share one more message. We've been undergoing recently, like because of the coronavirus pandemic from around March of this year. I think this pandemic will become so serious and prolonged at initial stage, but it is the reality. unimaginable number of people have been affected and departed from this physical world expected. Because of that restricted life, many people in the world have been developed some appreciation for the basic life-sustaining elements, especially the air we breathe, the water we use. We are just taking for granted all those things in the past. Now, from the Konko line, read to Sakajiro Yamamoto about the great nature of the air we breathe. I'd like to introduce that message. All living things, including humans, are able to live by breathing the air between heaven and earth. Farmers plant and grow various crops in the ground. They are dependent on heaven and earth. I'm telling you these things because Kami told me, Konko Rai tell worshippers about the relationship between Tenchi, Kaino, Kami, and people. Without listening to my teaching, many try to desperately to follow these directions. If for continuous action and reform and pray wholeheartedly with total sincerity, they will lead trouble-free lives. Isn't this a better way of living? Many people have their weddings arranged by their relatives. But if days and directions are ominous, the groom or bride would go to some other place first to avoid the ominous directions and then go to get married from there. Many have checked the day's directions and rearranged their plans accordingly, but are still besieged by sickness and misfortune. Of those who have come to this ceremony, listen to my teachings and practice please wholeheartedly in Kenchi Kaino Kami-sama. Many are able to depend on Kami-sama, disregard days and directions, and work without worry. Their relatives are also able to arrange auspicious weddings. No matter how auspicious a day is said to be, the chance of heavy rains or snow on that day will never be eliminated. Unless it is to pray to Kami-sama for all things and receive assuring divine blessings. Observance of the day directions could be very important for some people even today. But before we consult the directions, we may need to appreciate the grateful nature of air we breathe, the water we can use, the land we live on, and so forth. I remember one more thing. Konko-sama said, being healed of illness is not a blessing. Being able to work free every day is the single blessing. So nowadays many people suffer from coronavirus. Some people connected to breathing machine, ventilation, so on. But it can be a blessing because from this stage. But Konko-sama said, being able to enjoy normal breathing can be the very best blessing we can enjoy. But how many people are saying, thank you for that breathing? Thank you very much.
Gyami Konko Rai Tenchi Kaino Kami Shinni Nai Wahiawa Konko Ni Konko Konichi de Tanome Gyami Konko Rai Tenchi Kaino Kami Shinni Nai Wahiawa Konko Ni Konko Konichi de Tanome.
Number
number 31, number 43.
43.
31, number 43.
3つぐらい読むの。43. If you look down on this disciple of the founder or minister, that person will become unworthy of respect. However, if you treat him with respect, he will become a respectable person. 44. You should even teach this faith to priests and monks so that they may practice it. 45. Blessings have no limit, just as the ability to become richer has no end.
46. There is a saying that plants only grow in fields where seeds are sown. If you sow good seeds, you will have a good crop. It is the same for bad seeds. And if you do not plant anything, nothing will grow. 47. If a farmer practices faith in his daily life, his field will not be damaged even in the big storm. 48. A believer will become prosperous if he practices his faith based on honesty and conscientious sincerity.
49. A minister can receive more of Kami's favor and attract more followers if he can practice his faith and eliminates his feelings of wanting, regret, hate, or attachment. Doing this establishes the sincerity of his faith.
Make it straight. 50. Ascetic priests and shamanistic practitioners just give prayers when they receive requests. They never teach faith to others. Konko Daijin. Let people pray for anything. If one practices faith of his own will, his life will be at ease. His faith will be succeeded by his children and grandchildren, and his whole family will become prosperous.
51. A minister should be free from human ways of thinking and have the heart of Kami. Do not lose Kami's heart.
Hey, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. ただいまから歌を、3歌わせていただきます。Still, 池上金光大臣 Grand Service on November, Never Island. So we're going to sing a song, 親神の夜差しのままに。よろしくお願いいたします。 With a heart caught up in doubt and worry, I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear stood in my heart. Still I know, even while I start, I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the praise of those who care for us. We are never alone in our lives. When I'm done and ready to surrender, when times are hard and it seems so dark, just know each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, to arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the praise of those who care for us. We are never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the praise of those who care for us. We are never alone in our lives.
Thank you. ありがとうございました。Please take care.
Gia ni Konko lai天地晴の神に我々内容が心にあり今月今日へどれGia ni Konko lai天地晴の神に我々岡山が心にあり今月今日へどれ
very much for joining us this morning. We hope you have a wonderful new week. Thank you. Take care.